Hello there, Maldra Hill. Welcome back to Victoria 2. It is 1906 currently. We are very far along, and we are the number 2 great power. We're doing very well. Britain is very high up there, but we have a very nice big population, which is great. Not quite as big as my French, my Russia game even. France has been utterly destroyed, and we're chilling a little bit because our infamy is massive. It's a shame we weren't able to take more chunks of land for ourselves. That would have been very fun. But we're doing alright. We obviously have the Spanish Republic as our chum. Sadly, they won't like me, so probably should get rid of them. Speaking of that, I should probably actually just invade them, right? Despite the fact they're allied to people. So, that might be worth looking into. Britain has obviously taken pretty much the entirety of Africa, which is a real shame. Nothing really there for me except for this really tiny little stretch here, which I did get from Belgium, which is good. Oh my god, Union of South Africa. Jesus. And then onwards from that, we did get, obviously, the Philippines and all of this. We might consider invading Siam. Oh, I'm not allowed to invade anybody. But then I think probably the next move is going to be pushing on to Qing China. We also have the Korean Empire with their nice little chunk of territory in Hanseong. And of course, once again, America, being a douche, might want to jump on me again as a very big power. But we'll have to see about that. We do have a nice big fleet. I don't think I have... Oh, no, I do have an army here. So I think we're going to need to figure out a way to get my boys home. Where are my boys? There's the transport fleet. Okay. So they're going to need a little while to heal up, obviously. But I think we should get these guys home, get them to Punta, which is a great dockyard. We could pass some reforms, but I'm a little hesitant to do so. Unless any of... Well, they do increase immigrant attraction. I do still want transportation. I might... Abolition of penal colonies, unemployment subsidies, safe working and political representation. I'll do unemployment subsidies for that 1% immigration, which should be really helpful. I'm actually losing a lot of immigrants, which is very annoying. It's going to slowly pick up again, and more people will be coming back to my country. We are catching up on technologies right now, preparing for another inevitable Great War. But one thing I think we need to think about is not only building more ships and such, but figuring out where we can get more soldiers, especially of our own population. Our literacy rate is 90%, which is fantastic. Panama Canal dividends, oh baby, is making up a lot of the missing guys we've got. Norway wants an alliance, and they are in fact an independent country. And a secondary power. I will ally them and sphere them. Let's do it. There's a lot of weird countries. Oh, Nobel Prize, thanks. So we are going to chill a little bit, let our infamy decay, continue to make a really nice pile of money. I'm going to keep my Navy subsidies on a little bit. Thankfully, we are extraordinarily rich. I'm going to put military spending up to 80%. Holy Christ, we're rich. I'm turning down tariffs to 0% and keep taxes at a moderate level. Our rich are doing very well, which is excellent. Oh my god, look at all these tiny countries that have just popped out. I love it. Oh, 2 Nobel Prizes. My country's doing alright. The only thing we might want to consider is maybe killing England as well. Suffragette hunger strike. Shush now, no one cares. Nobody cares. Louisiana integration. Maintain control of Louisiana, integrating it into as a whole. Is this not a core? This is a core. What are you talking about? Hey, what's up, Sparrowhawk? Yes, we forced France to dissolve themselves, releasing all of Brittany and a weird little chunk of Catalonia, as well as the Basque country. Unfortunately, there's nothing really useful in Brittany. But it would be a cool staging ground if I wanted to invade more of that. It might even be worth trying to ally them, but unfortunately my info makes it too strong. I think I will put some points in there. Why not? We are so extremely strong. I have a navy on their way over. There's Karl Marx. And over in Japan, I have been building a small army. Ah, Korean peasants. Bye-bye. The 7th Nobel Prize in Physics. A Mexican midshipman fascinated with science and problems of measuring speed of light in particular. His first experiment was the speed of light. His experiment was refined, and he measured the speed of light in air and estimated the speed of light in a vacuum. After 2 years of studies in Europe, he resigned from the Navy in 1881. In 1883, he accepted the position of Professor of Physics at the University of Tenochtitlan and concentrated on developing an improved interferometer. He carried out an experiment which seemed to rule out the existence of the aether. He later moved on to use astronomical interferometers, I don't know how to say that, in the measurement of stellar diameters, and in measuring the separation of binary stars. He won the 7th Nobel Prize in Physics for his optical precision instruments. Cool, we know what the speed of light is now. Chile has unfortunately called us into war. I'd really like to not be at war with anybody. And what are you doing? For God's sakes, dude. Chile and Brazil to acquire a bit of Argentina. I will honestly say no to that. Thanks, bro. Fascist soup kitchens. That's fine. What is that? Basque country? No, I'm not allying Basque country. Please leave me alone. Where is my navy? Oh, there it is. I forgot. I hadn't sent it yet. Why is this not healing? Okay. Alright, well let's send the transport fleet somewhere else. That's very annoying. But we're getting a chance to get all our money back. We still have some horrible debt. I'm gonna try and pay back as much as... I still don't understand where this freaking debt came from, but fine. My God, we're rich. Wait, what? North Sahara? Oh, I forgot! I have Algeria now, don't I? Oh my God, I forgot about that. I gained this gigantic chunk of territory. Alright, let's fix that, shall we? Ooh. No investors? Oh, there we go. Instantly killing it. Oh? No? I have no unemployed craftsmen? Oh, right. For some reason there was a fact... Well, they're just gonna have to change away, aren't they? Alright, how are we doing for resources? We're doing okay. More of that is always a good thing. A little bit more steel is getting made, which is great. We are not yet making a sufficient quantity of cars. We do make a lot of telephones, though, and a lot of planes. And a ton of fuel. Oh my goodness, that's great. Electrical gears are good. Some dyes could be better. This is great. We're actually making a really sufficient quantity of resources. This is good. This is actually really good. The Mexican Foreign Legion Southern doesn't keep the hills. Nah, they're chill. They're cool. They're just chilling, bro. They're wildin'. Wildin'. I like how many cars we're making, but it's still not enough. Like, how many cars do you need, guys? Because apparently it's a lot. Well, more and more people will continue to move into the factories, which will keep us rich. We'll move our troops out at some point. And we are the allies of the German Empire. I think my hope would be to destroy the British. They do have 185 ships, which is a lot more than I have. I have 53. We could be convinced to maybe build a lot of ships. There are a plenitude of battleships. And once we got that, we could build high seas battle fleet and start getting dreadnoughts together. Overproduction of the refinery. That's fine, dude. We're getting electrical power generation to try and have a bit more better tech. Trying to have some planes. Where there's letters from the British saying they'll give you American Texas for their participation. I've got Texas. I don't need their Texas. There is a better railway system we could be getting, but I think I'm going to try and go for High Sea Battle Fleet first. And hope that I can use that to get my stuff. Do I want to integrate Alaska? Not really. No, not really. Thanks, but no thanks. Oosh. America is a problem because they're still sitting here. Ah, San Francisco earthquake. Oh man, that's not cool. You mean, dude, you mean. My constitutional empire is doing very well. I'm allowed to build factories. Ugh. Lame. It's fine. I think we should think about building even more troops though, because I think to most people we're probably a bit weak. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll build them in 8s. Get another Asian engineer. An engineer. A couple hussars. And then give me 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. They still have Ohio and it will drag them down. I think this likely, yeah. A lot of in Equatorial Africa and in Indochina. Oh my god, look at the Vietnamese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Christ, look at this in the Vietnam, Indochina. That's a lot. 2. And then we get infantry. Oh no, we can build stormtroopers. What am I doing? Let's build stormtroopers, dude. Heck yeah. So, we do have planes. Hello, generic name. How are you today? Yeah, I have a lot of Asia. It's kind of dumb. No, I'm not allying you. Go away. Please leave me alone. I have an absolute ton of colonial points. I have nothing I can really do with them. And France is nice and wrecked. I'm very pleased about. Let me tell you. Oh my god, are they... Oh, they're socialists! Amazing. Still... Debt riddle, dude. Oh my god! I've been taking loans, not repaying them back. Holy shit. For God's sake. Why? I assumed... There's a special place in hell for this kind of idiocy. Wow, that's dumb. Alright, LGO output and factory output. That'll make factories way more profitable. Right, there we go. No more debts. Christ, that's stupid. Okay. Oh god, why do people watch me? Ooh, did I lose my entire fleet? I think my fleet might have sank. Yeah, it sank. Okay, cool. Make that a mandatory, and let's put upward taxes a little bit higher. Okay. And how are we doing for certain resources? In terms of, like, consumer goods and the like. These are things I do want to think about. We're good for food. Good for fruit-ish. Wow, we're actually doing just fine. It's just cattle we're a little shy on, but I don't really care about that. We're a little bit shy on wine, so we do have to import wine. God damn, these guys want to pass a lot of reforms. Did you have an army in Germany? I do. I just can't get the damn... I can't get the transports out of there yet. Yeah. Alright. I think it's just England we want to consider fighting, as well as China. How can a country of Texas be so short in cattle? Now, this is a great question. I think I would like to kill Mexico. And take more chunks of territory from this area. For example, I could take this bit, which is an amazing precious goods, but I don't need the money. Or I could take this bit, which has coffee and silk. So again, not super useful, to be honest. You could also think about Siam. Yeah, I meant China. I'm a dum-dum, sorry. And there's a little bit of sulfur there. There's ultimately not a ton of great resources, mainly just pops. Hey, Flemmy, how's it going, bud? You're well this fine day. Just working on getting more and more people in our sphere. Especially because of all the people that have been broken apart, which is great. And I think we should be okay. We're obviously going to need to have a lot of money prepared. Making 5,000 a day, though, so it shouldn't take too long for us to become awesome. We're discussing our grand plans in general, my friend. You controls the reddish chunk above Macau. That would be Denmark for some god-awful reason. I don't know why, but it does. Next up, I think, is going to be building a lot more naval tech. If I want to start contending with them, I need naval tech. So, let's do it. Steam turbine ships makes everything faster. And it allows me to get submarines. Holy crap. And dreadnoughts. But I only have to wait 3 years to be able to build them. So I think I will get some of the other techs that are here. Like supply range. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened with Denmark, man. It's crazy. Let's try and go for ones that give me supply range. Thankfully, we have an absolute pile of good stuff. Thanks to a crazy amount of researchers. But we have a very low amount of clerks. So I think it's going to be wise for us to think about promoting clerks everywhere. Like in Kanto, for example, how are we doing? Yeah, it's just craftsmen for days, but no freaking clerks. Try and get that up a little bit, huh? And in Jalisco, which actually doesn't have a ton of employees. It's not as bad, but it still does need a lot of clerks, I think. Christ, that's a lot of lumber, dude. What is up with that? Oh, I was focusing it, wasn't I? Dumb. We're also going to need a lot of luxury clothes factories, so I'm going to start prioritizing their employment. Because stormtroopers use luxury clothes, for those who don't know, and it's pretty vital to have a lot of them. USA is 4th great power, but I'm going to say probably not very good. I'm going to give these guys the priority for resources right now. Hope that they get more and more employees. As you can see, their focus is shifting straight up towards clerks right there. What's interesting is that actually these guys are So here's a problem. Because there's so many clerks that are needed, the problem is instead of the focus being spread throughout and everyone rather equally receiving clerks from their craftsmen, these guys are losing craftsmen steadily. Not there, but these guys are gaining clerks. So I'm going to turn off the focus there. Because that'll help out the ships. Anytime we have clothing factories, I'm going to want to really start focusing on this. And this makes most of them, to be honest. There we go. What resources in Australia? They get tons of iron and precious metals. They do. They do actually get a lot. I mean, technically they are actually the British Dominion of Australia. And they do indeed have their big chunks of precious metals. Those are not great, but holy crap, Melbourne's not that bad. And for coal, it's fine, actually. Hello, New South Wales. Not a lot of pop. Okay, actually, this territory is huge. Interesting. Interesting. So Queensland, as a whole, has a ton of decent resources, actually. The problem is it's got no pops. It's really just got no population. But at least problem is New South Wales is the capital, so that's not going to help. They are receiving some... Annoyingly, they're getting immigrations from me. Which really sucks. Culture is Australasian, but English and Irish as well. Oh, yes. Crap, I forgot to be doing focuses. So in Guerrero, they need clerks as well. We are very behind on clerk percentages. We got to get that up and at 'em. Oh my god, Durango, no. Look at this. This has got, like, no clerks at all. Yeah, always make sure to take off the prioritize factory focus when you don't need it, because, oh man, does it suck when you have focuses. More violence. There we go. Let's just turn all that off because it just causes some serious problems. Alright, in the next episode, we're going to be continuing on fixing our economy, growing our pop, and hit 40 mil real soon, and getting more money in preparation for some invasions. I was Alger19, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.